evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Thursday night edition of the show. Promises to be exciting, fun-filled as always. My name is Toyin Bitoye. Thank you for joining us. But let me just start the show off by giving you an idea of what we will be doing on the program tonight. It's a very loaded show we've got for you this Thursday. And we will, of course, start very differently today. Today we are going to be starting the show with basketball. And it will be a lot of basketball on the program tonight because we have a special guest. She's always around when there is something special happening in Nigeria. We'll be talking to the proprietor of Hope for Girls, Mobolaji Akiode, in a few minutes from now. And she's also going to be talking to us with a special guest from the U.S., a coach, who is also here for the same project. But that's in the next couple of minutes. Femi Adefeso is also in the house. Femi will be giving us a lowdown on everything happening around domestic basketball, from the one-win basketball camp to the FIBA Africa Under-16 Championship, where our boys are not doing too well and have crashed out, to the DSC Premier Basketball League Final 8 and all of that. So there's plenty of basketball really lined up for you on Sports Tonight this Thursday. The last part of the show will be football, and there's a lot of football to talk about as well. Super Eagles coach Sunday Ulise has been monitoring players in Europe. One of particular interest to us is Jordan Ibe. Coach Sunday Ulise met with the parents of Jordan Ibe and officials of Liverpool. What exactly are we expecting from that meeting? We will try to talk about it on the program tonight. We will also talk about the rankings that were released today, the FIFA rankings. Of course, we had a game today in the Globe Premier League, the final game of match day 21. And that game has impacted on who is the leader on the log. And of course, the top scorer in the league. We'll talk about all of that as well. And then the LMC are trying to clean up the league. What are they doing? We'll tell you about it. And of course, our final bit on football today will be the Nigeria Nationwide League. For the first time, that's the lowest level of club football in Nigeria. No one for a long time ever thought that the Nationwide League will have a title sponsor. But today, they had their congress in Abuja and they unveiled a title sponsor. We'll talk about it as well on the program this beautiful Thursday night. But let's start off the show the way we always do, which is to tell you how you can be a part of what we're doing on Sports Tonight. And that's, of course, via feedback. So get ready to partner us on the program tonight, so to say, and contribute your part to our package on Sports Tonight. And you can do that by giving us your own opinion to the issues that we raise on the program tonight using those platforms, feedback platforms you're seeing on your screen. That's Facebook and Twitter. Facebook, Channels iPhone Sports. Twitter at Channels_Sports, at Toyin_Ibitoye. That's my personal handle, but I'll be able to read your comments as we go along as well on Sports Tonight. So please get ready to do just that as we roll along on the show tonight. And I need to also tell you that you could watch us on our website. That's www.channelstv.com. You could also watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/channelsweb. All right, and you could, if you want to watch us on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, just click on m.channelstv.com and you'll be able to view us on those platforms as well. And it gets even better if you download the Channels app for Android, for iOS, for Windows, from their respective stores. You will also be able to just carry Channels with you and track every single thing that goes on Channels TV. And as you do that, just remember to include where you're watching us from so that we can appreciate you a little more on the program tonight. All right, so that's the much for feedback, and we want you to really flow along with us this Thursday. But let's start off with what we talked about yesterday on the show. If you were with us yesterday, it was exactly 1 year yesterday to the beginning of the 2016 Rio Olympics. And we talked a lot about the preparedness of Brazil and what they're looking forward to, the assurances from Brazil. But not everything is positive because protests everywhere. Remember, in the build-up to the World Cup, we had things like this as well. And about 200 protesters are, of course, not happy with what they call human rights abuses in preparations for the games next year. One of the principal complaints focused on forced removals in the Villa Autodromo community, which is located very close to where the Olympic Park will be situated. And they said there are over 800 families there. 90% of those families in the community have been relocated, and that is, of course, generating some protests. The Brazilian officials have told us that about 27 million US dollars has already been paid out to relocate these families earlier this year, and the mayor of Rio, Eduardo Paes, signed a decree that anyone that doesn't want to move should be forcefully relocated. That's why there's a lot of protest currently going on. They are also accusing the organizers of corruption, exactly this kind of scenario we had in the build-up to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. Well, maybe like the World Cup in Brazil, the Olympics will come and it will go, and the IOC will declare it the best Olympic Games ever. But we just want more sanity around Brazil in the build-up, of course, to the Olympic Games. All right? So these guys should get ready to welcome the world and see what will be on offer at the Olympic Games. Let's come home now very quickly and talk about the All-Africa Games. It's already closing in on us. The All-Africa Games will be taking place in Congo, Brazzaville, and we've been telling you about how Team Nigeria is getting ready. Our athletes, our gymnasts, our wrestlers. Let's talk about our volleyball team now. The Nigeria volleyball team are very confident of a good outing at the 11th All-Africa Games in Congo, Brazzaville, when it begins in September. The volleyball team are currently intensifying their preparations for the games at their training camp in Lagos. And the technical director of the team, Anthony Oguma, says the target of the team, Team Nigeria, is to win gold at the All-Africa Games. Nigeria's women volleyball team last won gold at the All-Africa Games in 2003. That was in Abuja. We hosted the All-Africa Games in 2003, and that was the last time our women won gold at the All-Africa Games. Of course, our guys didn't do the same. But we hope that this time there will be a lot of good stories.